Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets. But Big Fan Breezy, this is not with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. This is part of the show where I introduce y'all to entrepreneurs. A lot of guys don't understand. I do. There are a lot of fans that pull up on my panel. They into a lot of different things. They, you know what I'm saying, entrepreneurs. They got their own clothing line. Like I'm a fan of what they do, and I want to bring light to that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not just a fan of basketball. I know y'all probably think I'm only a fan of Cam Thomas. You know what I mean? But you know, I'll be a fan of what the guys be having going on, and you know what I'm saying. And just let's keep it like that. So I wanted to say thank you to Sogreezy for pulling up. You know what I mean? We got Sogreezy off the porch,
Yeah,
sports.
the
I said
porch.
that right? Off the porch
Yeah,
sports.
it's off the porch sports so greasy. Yeah, you
That's
said it
tough.
right.
That's tough. And you really off the porch?
Off the porch with it, man. I might step off. I'm sitting down though.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Right now, I wish I had so many porch stories. I don't, bro. I don't remember having. I remember my grandmom's having a terrace. I remember a terrace is like outside. You live all the way high up. You know what I'm saying? But you could step outside and you could like look down. But like just a porch. Nah, man. I grew up in Brooklyn. We ain't had porches. We just had stoops. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
not like that,
Like,
bro.
so I'm just saying, like, you
Don't
living
got
the good life,
too
man. The
many
porch
porches.
is the good life. That's how I always looked at it being from Brooklyn. If you had a porch,
You got a
life is
bag.
treating you good, man.
you got if you got a porch, you got a bag. He said. Nah,
Right.
man. But Jersey is mainly blocks, not a lot of houses, but
Mhm.
most people be on their porch when they block. So I said off the porches because we hop off the porch and walk and talk about sports. That's how we did it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I. So I get it. It's kind of like a stoop, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like how when you grew up, like, yo, man, I hopped off the porch with it. You feel me? Something like that.
yeah. Nah, facts. Um, I see you got the jersey on. What jersey is that? That's tough, man.
That's Dragan Patrick. What's his name again?
Rasen Petrovic.
Yeah, it's hard to pronounce his name. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just watching the thing with the Brooklyn Nets and Kenny Anderson, Buck Williams, Derek Coleman. They was there and they was talking about the team with Drazen and everything like that.
Talking about how he was Steph before Steph, man. That's what they
Hmm.
say.
Yeah, he was a professional before he came here. Like he was a professional in the Euro leagues. You know what I'm saying? And then he went to Poland. Then he came here. But just that combo, that duo between Drazen and Kenny Anderson, that was tough. That
Right.
was tough. And they would show every time they talk about Drazen, they show him competing with the best. They show him going at Jordan. They
Right.
show him, you know what I'm saying? Like he was nice, bro. Like,
Cooking, going young too.
hmm you
Going
ever
too
you ever get a chance to see Drazen play?
on only his highlights. Only his highlights,
Okay.
man. Only his highlights. You know,
Or
I'm you know, I'm a '94 baby. I'm still young.
yeah. Facts. Facts. Yeah, but nah, yo, that jersey fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know what I mean? I had to go get my jersey, man. All facts, man. That shit tough.
Or when I
But I Draws, if I had to say the best jerseys that the Nets got far as players, I got Drazen up there. I know y'all would think I'm gonna say Cam Thomas, but like Kenny Anderson, Derek Coleman, Drazen top three, bro.
you can't forget. You gotta say Vincent Kidd, man.
Vincent Kidd,
Come on, man.
top five, top three.
I think you gotta put Kidd in top five.
Mhm.
Yeah, Kidd in top five.
Yo, so hold on. Did you start wearing jerseys when they became popular? Like when Hov was doing it? Remember Hov was wearing all the jerseys and all that. Did you start wearing jerseys then, or you been wearing jerseys?
Probably as a kid though, my pops used to buy me jerseys though, a lot of jerseys. I ain't really become like until I was like in probably sixth, seventh grade when I actually started watching ball.
Mm.
Like I started wearing Nets jerseys a lot. You feel me? Like after that, all the other jerseys, them shits is retired, man. It's over for them shits.
Hmm. See, so besides jerseys, you've been into fashion growing up and shit. Like you fuck with Carl Kanai and cross colors and shit like that.
Nah, man. Like I don't even know what that is.
You never heard it? Oh, that's old school. You never heard of Damage
Come
G?
on now. Wait, don't put me in your time zone, bro.
Uh,
I'm not a,
yeah.
I'm
Yo,
not a
hold on.
I'm
I
I'm an
so
OG, I'm an OG, not a unk yet, man. Like,
all right, so talk to me. So so what besides
nah,
jerseys,
like
what
In
was
Jersey,
dope?
period, and like Jersey City, period. It was like an era in like the early 2000s where niggas wore nothing but jerseys, and big jerseys and big jeans. You
Facts.
know, so at that time, you know, if you look at majority of throwback pictures in Jersey City or Jersey, period, you're gonna see a lot of people with basketball
When you had
jerseys
the
on,
Shaq jersey.
these Shaq jerseys. I actually went to one of the schools in Jersey that he went to called Horace Mann. It's in Bayonne.
Mm-hmm.
But he only was there for a little while until he moved out of Jersey City. Um,
Okay.
yeah, man. But you know, Jersey, that's all we did back in the day. I just thought I should throw it on. Like I came up here, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta put my jersey on. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
I got to rep Jersey a little, man. You got. I know you got a Brooklyn Nets hat on.
Yeah, yo,
You feel me?
I
So,
see. I said that to say because you chose that jersey, I trust your fashion choice, man. Like I wanted.
and tell you the truth, I wasn't like really big on like I'm not big on like fashion. Like I just like if I like certain things like that I know I'll wear. You feel me? It ain't everybody might wear. Some people might wear it. Some people will wear it. You know, I just look at it like I know once I put it on, I'm like, oh, all right, that's fire. Somebody else gonna like it. You feel me? It ain't gonna be for everybody. You feel me? So
Yeah, yeah, nah. Which is dope. You got any inspirations for like being clothing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what got you into like clothing? You know what I mean? As I pull up the actual clothing line, I just wanted to, you know what I mean, start the conversation with that. Like, what inspired you, bro? Like, again, I think the artwork is dope. You know what I mean? That's what stand out for me. Like, especially
all
on
right,
some
look. So
summertime
from well,
barbecue
like
shit, you pull up with that shit, you lit.
I originally wanted to do a clothing line like called Foreign Currency. I still could, but
Mm.
somebody else from a different city, they got the LLC made for it and all that shit already, and I changed it. Like my man's passed away from cancer, and his name was Blackbone. So I took the Blackbone in the family and put it together. You know, that was basically all from him. That's all from him. And if I was to ever like make it, like it's all meant for like a trust fund for his kids. If I would ever make it, like so.
That's real.
I'm just trying to do something different. I always wanted to do it, but actually, after he passed away, it gave me like a little extra push to like go. Like you need to start now. You feel me? Because he was so young. You feel me? So,
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Shout out to him, and you got my condolences. You
that's
know
for
what
the
I'm saying?
females. That's for the females right there.
Yeah, I know. You know, you got my condolences. You know what I'm saying? I know that could. You know what I mean? Hurt for real.
You feel me? He from out there. He from New York, from Harlem. So Metro
Yes,
Projects.
but rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's just the kind of person that you are. That you would be inspired to be there financially for someone that you really love. You know what I'm saying? That what I'm saying you know had a bond with. You know what I'm saying? And again, family mean a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, Shout to This Is JTV. He said when I
But my,
lived in Jersey City, I used to see mad kids with Horace Mann hoodies on.
Horace man, facts.
Or he said fire emojis to the one for females. Y'all got design for females too. That's dope. That's you doing the design for females too.
Yeah, that's all me. That's all my work, bro. Like whenever you go
That's
through it, that's all for me. So,
mm. I think now I think the approach for us artistically on how to get fans is easy once they see it. You just gotta get the eyes on it.
yeah, I'll be telling fans if they need like logos made. Well, not fans, but certain people like you need logo made. Let me know.
Oh,
You
you
know,
do that?
I could do some shit for you. I did that off the porch.
Sidebar. Would you know how to do cartoons and shit like that?
bro. You see what I did with my off the porch? I did that.
We're gonna have a different conversation after
Yeah.
this. But yeah, yeah, so I'm impressed. I gotta say that again, this is what stands out for me, you know what I'm saying? The color scheme, and then I got the whole outfit on how to put it together. That's just that's just dope. You
And
know what I'm saying?
the sweatsuits, though next winter is gonna be the last time I make them like that. The whole theme, every sweatsuit I make is gonna be involved with skulls, dragons, like
Mm.
patches, all types of shit, like flames and all that. So
All right, hold on.
I got a lot better. So the next sweatsuits, I'm I'm not even gonna show nobody. I'm just gonna post the next sweatsuits when they actually in my possession.
This is tough right here. You do this like graphic arts and all of that?
Bro, come on! I just told you.
Bro, nah, hold on. I gotta chat. I heard him say that, but just for the chat, you know what I mean? You know, I didn't know that he do this. That's what I'm saying. He'll pull up on the panel and talk hoops with us, but this is what they, you know what I mean? Fans, they
Feel me?
got
Need
a
a
lot of shit
logo.
going on, bro. This shit is
Need a
tough, bro.
need a logo. Let me know.
This is tough. This is tough. Um,
That's
that's tough.
listen. The back of that, I didn't. I sent. Did I send you the back of that?
It might be the next. It might be the next slide,
But if I
but this,
didn't, the back of that one got the Brooklyn Bridge on the back, and it got a big like Brooklyn going on the back of it. But that's for OKC.
yeah, get that money, bro.
That's
Hold on,
old shit, bro. Go
hold
do
on, hold on. I'm trying to go this way. This is the way I'm trying to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't even know I sent that.
yeah. This is tough too because again, this is popular too. One of the
You
shows
feel
that I
me?
watched today
You
was a
could wear
crop
that with
top.
your chick. The dress that that you showed. That's the same exact shirt
Mm-hmm.
for a male though.
The crop top is low key high fashion and shit. That shit tough.
No,
Um,
that ain't no crop top. That's just ripped up at the bottom a little. I don't do the nose, the stomachs and all that. We don't do those. I come from a different era, man. We don't do those. Niggas sit on their belly buttons and shit, man. We ain't off that. Hey, yo, nah, no crop tops, Brody. Wow.
Yo! Oh man, I was get to the next thing. Black family. This shit, see, this is what I'm saying. The graphics on this shit is tough, bro. Like when I look at it, you know how they say a picture speak 1,000 words. This is easy a conversation starter. You know what I'm saying this, but if I could see this somewhere, this is like on some a biker crew. Like I'm
Yeah,
at
like
biker
yeah.
crew or something
But you
like
know,
this. You know what I'm saying?
nowadays the younger groups though they wearing a lot of stuff with skulls in it, things like that. So I just thought,
Mm, that's
you know,
tough.
and because my people's his name was Black Bone, I just referenced it, put it with like bones, like skeletons and stuff like that. So
Yeah, yeah, facts, all facts. Again, like I said, the artwork is official, bro. It's survival ain't a choice.
that
I,
song for like kids.
from your perspective, can you let the fans know what the artwork means in the shirt?
What it means?
Yeah, like what are they looking at? Like because if you
It's
ask
more
me,
like it's the theme though. It's more mythical and stuff like that. So you got dragons and all that. Like to me, it's
yeah,
just
but this to me it's like
it's never a
where
story where
I need a this should look
I'm
a
not a
comic
poet.
book, bro. Like you can make a comic book out
I
of
know
this.
that I'm not like a poetic person. Like it's never a story. Like it's a story behind the clothing, but to the
Yeah.
like the pictures, I ain't got no story for you, bro.
All right, so as a fan, let me tell you what I see when I look at your clothing, bro. When I look at this, I see a comic book. I see a story of three brothers that got powers, dragon powers, but they hide their powers in a dog, but the dog could turn into a dragon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You went a little too far, man. You started going crazy.
Yeah, I
Nah, but
like
I
this
get what you're
shit,
saying
bro.
though. Like everything can have a story to it, but I
Yeah.
just
But I don't know the story, but it's a conversation starter, bro. If
right,
I meet a person for the first time and I see them with this shirt, I want to know what's going on. Like, yo,
right.
what's up? Like, I miss that comic book. Ain't no way I missed that. But yeah, man, once you see this shirt, you always see this shirt. I think them pop-up shops would be dope for you, bro.
Nah,
Go,
that's what
you
that my problem was, right? Um, so my plan is now, like, I didn't advertise none of this shit, right? You like, I was doing it all like myself, Instagram and different things, but like I should have set up a page and all that. Other ways, professional photos. There's other ways to get your message out there. Which when you trying to do it yourself, you ain't trying to get too many people involved. So that was from people who won sweatsuits. I got pictures and stuff from that. A lot of the stuff I had, like sweatsuits, I I handed it out off love too, because when I got the packaging, it was damn near towards the summer. So I just showed love to the people, like
Yeah. Nah, yo, people that resonate, you know what I'm saying? That go a long way. Everything ain't gonna show through monetary value, you know what I mean? I don't know if you play it that way, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to learn, you know what I mean? I'm here to
right,
soak up game, you know what I'm saying? But in my experiences, everything ain't about that. You know
right.
what I mean? Or so shout out to that, man. That's you know what I'm saying? That's dope. Word. So again, when y'all see him on the panel, no man, he got a lot going on, man. Oh, word. This a varsity.
That's the varsity jacket with the sweatsuit under it.
Mm.
I don't know if you could zoom in on it so the people can
Let
see.
me
Like
try to zoom
that's
in.
and mind you, tell to all y'all, that's all from the sweatsuit to the varsity jacket. That's all stitching and embroidery. Nothing else.
And
It's nothing screen printed on there.
facts. All
Cost a
right.
little cost a little bag to get it made. Like
Yeah. Yo, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I know the difference between embroidery and printing. Printed is like when you just put it on
put
there,
the
you can
heat
iron
press.
it on there and all of that. Yeah, you good. But the embroidery is when they get a whole, your grandmother's sewing kit that used to be
Back,
cookies. They go
back.
get one of those people, you feel me? And they do it for you. That's a major difference when it comes to quality on a varsity. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? Because it's one thing if you getting screen printed or embroidery on a t-shirt, but it's another thing, a whole nother thing to get on a varsity. I
Watch
want
when you
that
see the back.
embroidery. I
The
want
back.
that extra. I'll pay the extra. You feel me? I for the embroidery on a varsity. I'll
Right.
pay that
That's what
extra.
I was trying to tell people. It's better to pay for what you want, like instead of shorting yourself and then not seeing the results you want to really see. So I ain't see the results because I knew it was getting too hot, but I know like it was too many people that was on these shit. So I already got an order and the cut for it. Just ain't pay for it yet.
What you charge for this? I ain't gonna lie, man. I come
Those
up
are
with a
those
parlay.
ones
I might buy
those,
this shit tonight.
those 150.
Oh, that's decent.
150. I wasn't gonna head crack niggas. My
I
peoples was
appreciate
telling me.
you.
My peoples was telling me they worth 250. I was like, yeah, nah. Like first go around, bless the people, and then see how I can up the score when I get better on the detailing. So and all the
J1
details.
in the comment. J1 in the comment said, "Where you selling your stuff?"
That's why I just told him everything was from me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I was just telling him I advertised it wrong, and it was all from me. So I wasn't getting the message out to everybody. Certain people put up pages and all that. I didn't do that. I just had to answer.
So they could reach you at your IG, or can they reach
Go
you on Facebook?
the clothing line page is Black Family Clothing. Black
All right,
Family.
I'm gonna put that. Let me put that as a moderator. You gotta let me do that. I'm gonna put that going so across the screen so people will know. All right, so just talk to me. What is it again?
Black BLAKK
Yeah. Oh, let me put it in bold letters.
KK
Yeah.
Family.
Family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Underscore clothing. Hold on. Let me make sure that's the exact.
Yeah, so y'all can see it as we having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? We want y'all to know where y'all can get this
Yeah, that's
merch.
the page. That's the page right there. Black Family.
All right, cool. All right, so y'all can see it scrolling
Yeah, but they
across. You
gotta
know what
show
I
them the back of them too. You know, I think I sent you a few of them, like with the back, so they can see the everything dead on the back with the fire, with the angel and all that.
Oh yeah, hold on. Okay, this is another one.
Yeah, that's a
This,
blue one. That's
this is tough, bro. This is tough. Same with you, same 150.
150, bro. he said, he
That's
said
the
the
same.
same price. He said, I'm,
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell
right.
you, bro. The first go around, that's it right there. And then as I as I make updates and better designs, you know, I up the price, but I ain't gonna do too much.
I appreciate you. Facts. All right, this is damn everything dead. That shit crazy. The
I know the back done hit you like, oh.
yeah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Word.
That's how the sweatsuits is too on the back. So
I was gonna wear that shit to work. They see me wear that at
nah,
work. They
you
gonna
that's something if you just want to go out and just you in a
yeah, word. That shit, but nah, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. And I'm saying this as a fan, bro. You gotta make something for fans like me that
no, no,
want to
no,
wear
no.
this
That's
to
my
work.
no.
I will, but what I'm saying is, until I seen that, I don't want. But look, I don't want to wear this once a week. I don't want to wear
Right,
this when
I
I'm going
understand that.
out. I need
That's
to
why
wear
I said.
this
That's why I
every
said.
day.
That's why I
Not
said
every day, but you know what I
these
mean.
right here. These right here is for like at the time where my mom was at. Like it was for my man. So you get what I'm saying? Like I just flipped it. Like just try to flip his version, his vision, and
Mm.
put it into clothing because he was into like he wanted to be in the real estate and all that shit. Like this is my little passion. Take his name a little, and I flipped it into to that. I understand though, but imagine though, you may not wear it every day, but it might be a million bikers that might want to wear that. You get what I'm saying? So
See, all right. So let's slow it down right there, so greasy, and get into that far as demographic because that's important. Because again, like I said, you know, a biker demographic, he different. He moving around. You know what I'm saying? You look at it different. The way I work, you know, it'd be alarming. So
right.
I just think you tapping into the right demographic is more important than
But
anything
but but
because
but going forward, I'm gonna have way more different designs. It ain't gonna always have that type of content on it like that
uh,
pop out like that. It just might say Black Family. It
mm,
won't have that. You get what I'm saying? So just give me some time. It'll be cool.
yeah, yo, nah, the sneakers is tough too. I didn't know you did sneakers too.
That's not out. That's like sneak peeks. All the other shit that I sent you, the shit that I sent you is like little sneak peeks.
Mm. This is real right here. You made this. This is raw. Wait, that's like a large right there, right?
I don't know what sizes was those,
I'm
but
guessing.
I had got up to like 3X to from 3X and down. Like for the big motherfuckers, probably I'll go a little bigger. Like if they put their order in, but
Mm.
not too many people be coming for like real big sizes.
Word. Nah, that's what's up. Yo, what about when did you start this? That's what I want to ask you.
Last year, bro, last
Oh,
year,
this last year. This was last year.
like but it's only been a few months, so yeah, like around, dang,
Like when
like
was it founded? If it started like October.
I'll say October, yeah, around that time, no, October, November,
I remember, you
yeah.
know, I'll be.
Around that time, yeah, I say around that time when I start putting the steps in to actually do it.
hmm Yeah, no, that's what's up. Again, like I said, man, I'm a fan. That's and like you said, what about okay? I would say a varsity. You go wear a varsity like not today. Today, mad hot.
Hell no,
It's
bro.
like 90 degrees today.
And probably like
It's dumb
November.
hot right now.
Probably like November. Like when it start getting cold. Like other than
Word.
that, nah, you can't get that off right now. You might pass out.
Yeah,
But
nah.
that's why the shirts and the shorts and stuff, that's
Mm.
gonna be on the way.
Okay. All right. When you say on the way, when can the fans expect it? Because they got the where they
About
can
two
find
months,
you.
or a
Two
month or
months.
two. Yeah,
All
about a month.
right. All
Might
right.
sell
So,
out a lot of shirts, and if it's still hot, like
hmm
hopefully it's still hot and people want them.
you gotta pull up right before you though that the shorts line. You know what I mean? Because today, you know what I'm saying? They like
Yeah, I know.
today. Yeah, you feel me? Like it'll be lit. And again, let them know that they getting this price now at 150. You know what I'm saying?
In the
Right
future,
in June. But you know what I mean? This might be a little different when the actual season comes. So they're actually getting a discount if they was to buy it now. You feel what I'm saying? Word. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm a fan. Word. I really thought, you know, it was surprising that you did it. You know what I mean? I feel like it came out of nowhere. Like I
and
had no
and a lot
idea.
of people ain't tap in because they thought it was like when they see me posting it, they thought it was like regular. Like they was like, "Yo, I thought that was screen print," And I'm like, "Bro, like if you read it, that's
Mm.
just say all embroidery, man."
Yeah, nah, that's tough.
Like real
That's
leather,
tough.
real leather on the sides, real velvet on that red and that blue. That's velvet. You heard like
Yes.
real when you rub that shit, it turned a lighter color. Come on now, them shits.
Hmm. That's tough. That's tough. Yeah, that's
Like
what I'm saying. Yeah, man. Yo, again, like this is a good price, man. I think y'all should try to get the discount right now. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all see the clothing line, y'all see what he got going on. Y'all should tap in. Also, so greasy off the porch sports. That's the new, you know what I mean, podcast coming out. I for one, again, I gotta say this because it's one of the funniest things. Seeing me be alone as a Nets fan on the book by myself. They mad because So Greasy helping me. It was like a 1v20. It was mad crazy.
I was like that arch nemesis that came out of nowhere for the Knicks fans. They was like, "Who the hell is this
Yeah.
nigga? Like, what is he doing? Helping
Mm-hmm.
this?"
Yeah. And
Oh,
I think that's what it was. Again, I'll tell you, bro. I'll wake up and I see you already at it with them. I'll be like,
bro, I ain't gonna
yes.
lie, bro. No lie. I'm kind of happy everybody that shit did go down how it was because I was sick of yelling every day. Yeah. Other than yo, I ain't gonna lie, it's some good people over there, man. So shout
Mm,
out to Kev, shout out
yeah.
to
Kevin
what's
T.
his
Time and Fries.
shout out to
But
T Time and
yeah,
Fraz still. I ain't got no problem with Fraz, but shout out to you, Fraz. Um,
yeah. I like Mrs. Next too. They don't
and I
really. Not,
still and I still like I fuck with BJ. He stopped talking to me, but shout out to BJ, man.
shout,
That's a
shout to him, you know what I mean?
shout out to him, man. Like real
Yeah.
talk. None
But
of that
again,
was nothing.
my thing with is I'm not bigger than basketball. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Nah,
finna
that's a
yell at
fact, bro.
you
Like,
and
we
all
ain't
of
even
that
gotta
stuff.
go through that. I just wanted to, like let
Yeah.
them know, like that was a point in time in my life where like I had some good days where I could sit up and talk to people. Like, you feel me? So
Mm.
shout out to them, man.
But
Word up.
yeah, I like to brag about that shit. You know what I'm saying? That I know that, you know what I mean? I met Nets fans that's really good, like really know how to talk Nets
He
and
said,
basketball.
he said,
They
what
was
is
like, no,
velvet?
seriously, yo, bro, they was mad that I knew you. Like, they was mad that it was somebody that really knew. It wasn't like you was just like you really knew basketball, and it was tight. And
Right.
I felt like, yo, this shit is just great. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more Nets fans pulling up. So I wanted to say you kicked up dust like that ass, bro. And
Nigga, I know I kicked up dust up there. Nah, that shit was fun though. No lie, bro.
facts. Word. But yeah, so all right, so what your podcast is starting. When does it start? Talk to us.
So my first stream, right? I already got the computer set up, the mic and all that. I ain't got it right now, and like while we on here, but it's upstairs. Got the computer, got the mic. I'm gonna clean off the back porch, and I'm gonna do the top 10 picks. Like so, and any possible trades. Who gonna get, each team from the top 10 about who gonna pick the players in them categories. Top three players in them categories
Mhm.
that's left in the draft. So that's what I want to do for just to kick it off. Because
Mhm.
no lie, bro, it's like you put me on the reel again. Like, nigga, you got to do this. You heard? So yeah, once you made that shit, I said, damn, I can't even skip the draft. So I'm gonna do it. You
Yeah,
heard? So I'm gonna
yeah,
just make
not
sure
do
I
the
go.
draft. Yeah, I'm gonna tap in. I'm gonna actually try to be at the draft. I'm gonna be in your chat at the
At the
draft.
draft, I bet.
Word, like at the draft, I'm gonna be in your chat. And again, when I, you know how the Facebook got the yearly reels. Like, this is what happened last year today.
I know I'm
Yo,
probably always up there.
you be cooking. Like, yo, I'm telling you, I'm saying this to say, like, I'm gonna be like one of your best fans on that page, bro. Like,
I,
watch. I'm gonna be on that page a lot in the chat.
Did I, bro? You motivated me to even come up here to do this because I don't really like being on camera that much too. So it's just something new that I just gotta get used
Yeah,
to.
it's new, but it's like, I so I don't, you know what I mean? I'm a family man, you know what I'm saying? I used to not to say it like that, and I know it's about to sound wild crazy, but you know what I mean? I ain't always, you know what I mean, live with my family. I used to live with the guys, pause, but we, you know what I'm saying, used to all live in like one space, you know what I mean? And I'm only saying that to say, you know, podcasting is not that, but it's close to that. You feel
It's
what I'm
close to
saying?
that. You feel me? The
Yeah.
conversation
So
is close
I
to that.
fucks with it because it's like, it's not the barber shop. I'm gonna keep it real. It's not the same as I said prior, but I fucks with it
And I
because
wanted to base
it's
it
like,
around too. Like, since you out in Jersey, right? And I can't make it. Like, out there, I know, like, you could possibly be in the park one day and see a kid and be like, "Yo, what school you go to? You play there? How much you average?" Things like that. Most of the time, you put them kids on your platform in local areas. You get their
well,
name out there. Not too many kids get
facts.
their name out there. So I was gonna
Yeah,
do that for Allentown since I'm close out here. You know, try to
yeah,
get some kids' name out here.
that's dope. Yo, so again, when you say like get their name out there, like you mean like high school players or like just in the
Facts.
park players?
Like, do it, like, basically, like, do a report, like, say, because it's different little towns around Allentown. It's like towns called Macungie,
Mm,
Caddy. The kids that play against each other in these areas. Like,
facts.
they be. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of They got a lot of people that come and do funding and all that, but it ain't like authentic. Whereas though, when you on the internet talking like this, it's just gonna be like probably on their school news channel and shit like that, and certain people ain't gonna be able to see it. The real might not be like, oh, like, damn, where this kid from? Like, somebody
Mhm,
from up here with you, like, that's Tyrese Martin from out here. Never know if
mhm,
if I could bump into somebody like that in the park. You never know.
mhm. Yeah, I just think it's a whole new lane that you opening up. Like, I want to venture off into some of that, but that's not my mainstay, you know. And I think that it'd be dope to just see somebody there. You know what I'm saying? Being the actual scout. A lot of what podcasters do is that we read what the scouts do, but to be the actual source, that's different.
Like, what's his
You know
name?
what I'm saying? That's,
Like, I
yeah.
be
So
watching what's his name on your page on his Facebook. He coach and he be all over, and he supposed to be out here soon.
I
Um,
think Coach Bele or something.
nah, young kid. He used to be all in
Oh, Ty West.
Ty West. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like, he coach. I watch him. I watched his post. He supposed to be in Pennsylvania and at a tournament soon. Like, things like
that's
that.
what's up. Shout out to
Like,
Ty West.
you could tap in with him, tell him like, yo, what this player average. I could throw it on the podcast. This player from here, from Philly. Like, so.
Yeah, not. And now that I'm paying attention to the draft, I kind of like pay more attention to the buzz around the best high school players and things of that nature. But traditionally, I'm not a fan of the high school or college players. But this season, I heard a lot about them, and it is kind of interesting. You know what I'm saying? I've learned a lot as a podcaster, just breaking down rookie scale contracts and G League overseas and what a G League contract is like. You know what I mean? As a podcaster, you read all these different scouts about these different players and how it translates and the upside and all of this stuff really does make sense because if you see him looking like a grown man among boys, one would wonder. You
Right.
know how good is he? Is how ready is he? Like players coming straight out of high school is not something that never happened. You feel what I'm saying?
Not no
But
more.
probably not because of the way they made the rule.
Not no more, because everybody,
You like that
nobody,
rule? Do you
they're
do
gonna
you like
be
that
they're gonna
rule?
be they're gonna be happy to go to college and get that bag.
That NIL bag. That's the main difference.
See,
You think that's a good thing? You think that's a good thing that they got the NIL deals?
hold on, let me let you know I'm on the porch with it. I'm off the porch with the ice cream truck.
We rocking, bro. We ain't tripping off
Hey,
no
no,
ice
I'm letting
cream
him go
truck,
past
man.
though.
Bro, yo, hold on, yo, hit that like button, man. If y'all like ice cream trucks, man, y'all wilding right now. You know what I mean? Like facts, like this is what it is. If you off the porch, ice cream truck might go past. It is what it
It
is.
is what it is, man. Like,
Hey, we good. You know what I'm saying? Look, that fast ain't no ice cream truck there. You feel what I'm saying?
they gone.
But yeah, you feel me? But yeah, you know what I mean? Again, I'm glad you got a podcast because I like talking basketball, net fan basketball with you. And but just as a podcaster, did did you think that, or just starting it? Do you feel like it's gonna be even between basketball or football, or like what's your favorite sports? Like, or because it says
I'm a
sports, so I don't want
basketball.
to just say
I'm a
basketball. You
straight
talk sports.
basketball fan, but I'm gonna try to be on the main topics in the league. You know, like I'm gonna try my best, but I might get off topic, talk about the Nets, talk about the Giants. You know, like I'm a Nets and
Oh,
a
so all
Giants
right, so
fan.
you're going to be talking about football. You're going to be talking about
Yeah,
football.
I'm gonna definitely talk about football. Yeah, I'm
All right, so
definitely.
what's up? Talk to me now. You know I don't really talk about the Giants,
I'm not
but
a
we
I'm
can
not
do it
a
now.
but look, I'm a Giants fan. You get what I'm saying? Like
But
I
talk, that's
was
what I'm
I
saying. Talk to
so
me
I
about
would
what's
sit
going
and
on. Like
I
who
sit
did?
and I could sit and listen to like watch the Giants and watch other teams, but it's not like basketball where I could sit down all the time and watch every basketball game. I can't watch every football game on a Sunday. I'm sorry. It's just
Yeah, but you can watch the Giants game though.
but I can watch Giants game every week. You get what I'm
So
saying? Just
talk to me. Like again, like I said, I'm just interested in the podcast. What's going to be going on in the podcast? You're going to be talking about the draft, like who they drafted. Do you think they should have drafted? Who they drafted?
who they drafted this year. I think they should have drafted everybody that they drafted. Um, a lot of things, a lot of things about how they need to switch up, get different jerseys. A lot of shit. Like it
Well,
ain't gonna always be basketball or something like this player girl, girl doing this in the league, or stuff like that. Like it ain't gonna
oh, all right.
always
So you
it
into
ain't
the
gonna always
WNBA?
be about
You
the it
watching?
ain't gonna always be about the sport because I'm a funny dude sometimes and I don't want to always talk about somebody shooting a basketball, like sometimes you gotta add some humor to your show, like
So all right, so that's what I'm saying. Like, say I tuned into your podcast, like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna have I know the
it would
artwork will be
never be like
fire.
yours. You get what I'm saying? It would never be like yours because I can't no lie. This is why a lot of me in the conversations on your show where I'd be like when I go up there and I get into it with people because a lot of people don't like how I speak and like what you say to them. Like it's hard to explain. Like everybody ain't gonna feel how you like feel you as a person. You feel me? So
So what you saying? You calling
when it's too
ISO? You
many
calling ISO
people
on
up
your
there,
podcast?
who?
You calling ISO?
Nah, hell no. No ISO. I'm just saying I can't be up there with 7 people because I like to hear myself sometimes because it'd be a little crazy, like sometimes it'd be too much. And I'd try to say something and it'd be 6 niggas speaking. I'd be like, you know what? Let me just hop off bro shit and just go in the chat. You feel me? Like, because
Yeah.
it get too real sometimes. I'm like, and I don't want to be like, man, y'all niggas need to shut the fuck up. Even though y'all do it, even though as the host, I hear you
Oh
do it.
my gosh. So hold on. All right, far as part, now we just talking about podcasting. Do you
But
think that?
that's what make
Do
your
you
show
think
unique, though. Like,
right? Do you think that podcasting is better with smaller panels?
I think, right? No, no yes, but I
Okay, talk to me.
also think,
What's the maximum? Talk
but
to
I
like.
also think
Yeah.
you gotta know the personalities and the rotations of each day or each week of the people that you pick. You get what I'm saying? Cause
Okay.
everybody want to be heard, and then you could freestyle certain days and throw like everybody in there.
Hmm.
But to me, it's
Hmm.
like every time when I'm on, and then it's like 1,000 niggas. I'll be like, man, you know what? I just throw my comment out in the chat. At least it'll get heard.
I'm taking
You know,
notes. Trust me, I'm taking
so
notes. Yeah. All right.
so
So, how many? What you think is the appropriate number for a panel for a podcast? We talking about
three,
podcasts in general.
3 to 4.
3 to 4. All right.
Three to
Say why.
four.
Tell the people why. Tell the people why.
Only cause like sometimes even though like off the porch is like to me like you and your peoples, it could be 10 of y'all, but it could be 5 of y'all, 4 or 5 of y'all that's ass. You get what I'm saying? That they could talk about the sport, but they ain't like those niggas be like, nigga, you ass, shut the fuck up. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I think it's just like a team, bro. How you run it, like if you know your personalities on your show, those should be your top niggas. And then it's like when these guys get theirs off, then you add the crowd to it. You get what I'm saying? I just feel as
Yeah.
though the top guys should always be the ones that
Mhm.
be up there. You feel me? Sometimes it get
Yeah.
hectic.
Yeah. No, that's funny. All right. So when I tune into your channel, I'm expecting to see 3 to 4 people on your panel.
Not all
Now,
the time. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna be look. I ain't got too many people that's gonna.
tops.
No. Look, I ain't got too many people, right, that'll sit down and follow the dream that I like. You get what I'm saying? Not too many people I be around really into sports like that, or they doing a lot of other things. They got kids in their life, like so. I wanted to do this with my brother, but he all the way in Chattanooga, and like stuff like that. So it's a
Mm,
little different.
mm.
So
Yeah.
you
No,
might see me a lot by myself, but if somebody want to get on the panel, or I'm like, fuck it. One day I'll drive from Jersey to somewhere, or I might do it like that with people, or add parks with other people. Pause,
yeah.
shit like that.
But watching high school ballers play, what are you looking for so early? Do they execute the X's and O's? Like, what do you think is is it more the
That, but
fundamentals that you're looking for? Because you feel what I'm saying? That got to be important
high
that
school,
early in the
I
game.
think nowadays high school players, right? You just gotta look at kids that love the game, like that love playing ball. Period. A lot of kids they doing it because they family member or they pops or their mother want them to play the game. So when it's a kid that actually plays that wants it, you will know because he'll be out there by himself. You will hear like, bro, like I hear him, like I see him every week in the park. Like whenever I come here, certain people will let you know that kid right there, nice, because it's just like in the city, it. But a lot of kids now they looking for training and all that shit. Nah, how I grew up is like I went watching my brothers how to play, watch my brothers play, watch other dudes play, and then I got better because I added certain things from them, learned how to dribble. A lot of kids want to make their father pay $200, and they can't even, they don't even know how to do a layup, and it take them 2 years for it.
Yeah,
Like so. It's just about
bro.
if you gonna go home and watch that game and see how John Morant cut through double teams. Like see certain people how they explode to the rim. Certain kids don't even watch the game as much. They just play it.
Mm-hmm.
They get home, they stream like you. They get home, they stream like you and play the game on Call of Duty. They ain't watching the
Mm-hmm.
basketball game. So
Yeah. No,
just things like that.
yeah, no, I totally agree. I think there's a difference between first-hand experience and third-hand experience. Third-hand experience is the streaming and all of that, playing the game, and yeah, strategically, third-hand experience, you the best. But
Right.
that first-hand experience, you really sweating, like hooping for real, like yo, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take a time out, like yo, this shit
That's
crazy.
what
You
I
might
told.
cramp up, you don't want to twerk, could hurt your ankle type shit. You know what I'm saying? You better tie your shoestrings tight type shit.
Right.
First
That's what
hand
I told my
experience
daughter.
is a
Like
whole
my
different
daughter,
story. You know what I'm
I'm in the
saying?
park. I was in the park with my daughter today, and she you know, like a few years ago, I put her in basketball, but she was just doing it because of me, you know. And then like a year or two later, she came back up to me like, "Yo, I really want to play," and I thought she was bullshit. She just kept asking me, so we got her back in ball this year. So I'm telling my daughter, I used to go to the park like 12 in the afternoon, sometimes 1 o'clock, and don't get home until street lights come on. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm in the park hours. I'm like, she want to stop in the hour. I'm like, nah. I'm like, yo, you're gonna have to get that hour to 2, 3 hours. If we gonna come out here, you want to do something with this. Gonna get. So a
You
lot of
never
kids don't understand that.
Yeah, nah, you never feel like you finished working on your game when you're a ball player. You
Word, so
always think of the different ways you could have did this or did, you know what I mean, something a little different. Like I get it, you know what I'm saying? I get it, you know what I mean? But you know, again, let me ask you, you didn't grow up where you at right now, right?
hell no. I grew up in Jersey City, New Jersey. I'm in
So
Allentown, Pennsylvania right now.
right, so I'm saying that to say the access to parks. Like parks
Them
where I
shit's
grew
open.
up at, walking distance. I
They
could
open
walk.
all day.
Yeah,
I got by. I used to have, you know, now it's still parks everywhere, but in my area, it's like, you know, you could go around your area where you at, where you said you told me you was at. You got like two over that area, like,
yeah.
and then in my area is like another two or three. Or you could walk down to Lincoln Park.
Mm,
You know, if you really want a ball, like
yeah.
You could go to Terry the Hill. You could go
Or
It's a lot of parks in Jersey City, you know. And I used to go to Bayonne though. I used to go to Bayonne a lot because that's where
Bayonne, where at Bayonne?
you got to go to Bayonne Park in 56th Street, I believe, like around 56th Street.
Mm.
It's a park
How
over
many
there.
how many hoops they got in there?
They got about it's like three different parts to it, so it's a few hoops. Like, but
Okay.
Bayonne Park, I ain't gonna lie, that's where a lot of people go. Like a lot of real ballers be playing that there, and I forgot where that park on the hill name. Oh fuck.
Taking notes, man. I'm taking notes, man. Again, like I said, I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be pulling up, probably listening to stuff that I don't know with your podcast. And you say you starting on the 25th. You're doing the draft. I'm definitely gonna be there for that. Yo, I'm glad you're doing this. Like I said, man, I think that's dope. And you know what I'm saying? Just to, just talking hoop. I see ARSL, he in the chat, he say yo. So shout out to everybody that's in the chat, hit the like button. Um hold on. Yeah, shout out to ARSL, hit the like button, y'all. But yeah, for the most part, this is an introduction to Sogreezy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can tap into his clothing line. Y'all speaking direct with him, so y'all can easily message him where the merch is. You know what I mean? And for the most part, I've been talking hoops to Sogreezy for like, I don't even know now, maybe
Gotta be like 4 years,
5 years,
4 or 5 years
four,
now.
5 years. That's what I'm saying. 4 or 5 years.
Four or
This is
5 years
somebody.
now.
This is somebody, you know what I'm saying, that I would learn Nets history from. You feel what I mean? I would learn, just the experiences of growing up, being a Nets fan. You know what I'm saying? Just, and being in Jersey. You know what I mean? Like I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Fans out here, I'll be trying to, you know what I'm saying, make peace with them. They feel like Brooklyn took the team. I don't like that narrative. You feel what I mean? I
Nah, I
don't
don't
like
think y'all took it. I just think it wasn't. It ain't enough in Jersey right now. You get what I'm saying? It was a proper move. It upped the
But hold
stakes.
on, y'all got the hockey team. What else? That's it.
You got hockey. I really say the Giants is ours, bro. Like I really
Yeah.
say because they playing. Like you can't do us
No,
like that. Like they can't do us like that. They talk about the New York Giants and they playing in Jersey, man. Like
true. No, that's true.
I'll be like,
Nobody. I knew that because I live in Jersey now, and
they
I
playing
used to see a lot
Maryland,
of
New
people
Jersey, man.
there. And I was
Well,
that's the obvious thing. Like, well, why they call it the New York Giants when they play in Jersey? Like,
so you
whatever.
know, I'll be like, man, that's our team. So that's the only thing I could do. Hockey, I ain't too crazy of a fan, so I'd still
Mm.
stick to that. I'd be like, yeah, you know. And if the 76ers go to camp, then they should never be called no.
You heard that rumor too? Yeah, how
Man,
much weight?
they should never be called no damn New Jersey Sixers, 76ers. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Hell no, change the name. The Oklahoma Thunder used to be the Seattle Supersonics. You got to
Yeah, I
change
know.
the whole
You
name.
gotta change
And
that.
on that note, I'm glad they didn't change the name from New Jersey Nets to anything else. Keep it Brooklyn Nets. Keep the
Yeah.
Nets. Excuse me.
It
I
would
was
have
going
looked. It
home.
would have
Me
been
and Jay.
crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It'd have been crazy to be New Jersey Nets in Brooklyn. Like it'd have been too. It would have been like. It don't make sense.
What you mean?
Like far as for the brand, like it was a proper move to take the New Jersey, leave it as like a historic thing, unless
Name,
they
yeah,
have,
keep that name. Hell yeah.
like
Yeah, me, I was bold. I was bold as you know what I mean. To me and Jay, did an article. I was saying they should change the name from the Nets to the Knights because if you in Brooklyn, it's the Brooklyn Knights. But it's what you
nah.
saying about the
Brooklyn Nets
Giants.
is
No, but
Brooklyn
it's the
Nets.
same. But Pete, it's the same thing you saying about the Giants. Like why they call New York Giants when they play in Jersey, but it's a little different because it's not the where part, it's the name part. You see what I'm saying? So
The
it is
name
the
part, like
names.
it's
Names.
so. I'm cool with it, man. And then it'll show the difference if we ever do get a championship. It'll show, you're gonna have a million Brooklyn Nets, and a million New Jersey jerseys in there. Like if we was to ever get to there, like you're gonna see the world gonna see two barrels, not even barrels, a city and a barrel come together. You heard,
Mm.
like that's gonna be
Would
what.
you make a would you
What you talking about? That's what that. Hold on, let me send you. Make sure.
what what you talking about?
So I could send you that what's the name?
I'm waiting for the content. Shop to Sogreezy. Oh, okay, he sent it just now. You gotta be pulling out right now. Oh, well, I'm finna pull it up right now. Let's see. Yo, hold on, I'm finna pull up the content right now. I'm waiting for you to come back on stage. Let me get to it. That's tough. Yo,
Girl,
he talking about the
yeah, show that for the people, man. Show that for the people.
talking
That's
about this.
that's gonna be in the winter. In the winter, I'm gonna start dropping sports wear. So you got that.
This shit
Show the
is tough.
front.
This 152.
Nah, that probably be like two something.
Ah.
Okay. But the front though, I don't know
He
if
raised the price
only
on
only
them.
cause only cause the front jersey on it. You feel me? Like so, it's like a you gotta show
That's
them
tough.
the front, man. You gotta show them the front of that shit.
Hold on. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I might change it up and put a Brooklyn patch just so it won't be too much Jersey shit. But I was just repping Jersey so hard, too hard
That's 5 out of 5 right there,
feel
brother.
me? Feel me?
Hold on. So the whole back is Brooklyn, the whole front is New Jersey.
Yeah, you feel me? I was
I'm
gonna.
not all the way mad at that.
Oh, all right.
If you gonna put what's the front, you gotta put what's first. Jersey is
You
before the
know,
Brooklyn
I'm gonna
Nets.
have.
I'm not mad. I'm not all the way mad at that. I'm
I'm
not
only
mad
gonna
at that.
do three colors: the classic navy blue,
Mm.
the black, and the red. That's it.
So it don't come in this color?
No, that's what I'm saying. That blue, that blue, the
That's
navy blue,
navy. That shit tough.
and the red.
Mm. I thought that was more like a indigo, not in, yeah, like an indigo color. Navy blue, I thought was kind of like a darker blue. Like
Not,
yeah,
but I'm talking about the regular old Nets jerseys. How you see how the New Jersey,
oh, okay, the dark blue,
the
navy blue.
dark
I know what you're
blue,
talking about.
that dark
Yeah.
blue, that blue, and the
Mm.
red.
So it don't come in this color.
No, yeah, that's what this blue right here.
Okay.
The dark blue and the
Mm.
red, and I'm gonna do an
Mm.
all red one.
Okay. See, look, Jay in the chat, he said tough. Word. Yo, you know Jay, he do music. You do music too, so greasy.
Yeah, I follow J. Hey, yo, I'm not a. I try sometimes. It'd be for fun though. I just say I play around with music.
I heard some of your music, yeah, you know what I mean. I like the tracks where it's I just hear you, you know what I mean. Those are
Yeah,
my favorite tracks. I heard
don't
you on a few tracks with other people,
don't
but
put
I like the track list, you know what I mean.
don't
Yeah, your
put
verse is tough. So.
don't put none of my music up here. It's harsh, man.
No doubt.
It's a
Yeah,
little graphic.
yeah. But all right, so we just got a head start on when you all the stuff you got going on. This is stuff soon to come. This is you know what I'm saying. I guess I you know what I mean. Got the interview
I'm
because
gonna
I'm
do
the
all
host.
teams. I'm gonna do all teams, like all teams, not just
Okay,
one.
that's tough. That's tough. You're gonna probably need a website or something.
Nah,
You
I'm
feel
gonna
me?
have. I made the site already. I just ain't paid it. Just ain't paid. It's like $1.35. I just ain't paid yet.
Mm. Paid off that first sale.
Yeah.
Word up. Um, come on, Ghost man. You talking about? Come on, Ghost. Chill out, man. Shout out to Ghost. Subscribe to Sogreezy off the porch sports. So when you do stream, when you do go live, you're gonna do it from YouTube. You're gonna do Twitch. What you got going on?
YouTube and probably Facebook. Most likely YouTube.
Hmm. Okay.
Most likely YouTube because I don't be on Twitch like that.
All right. All right. So they could find you at Black Family Clothing, and they could find you on YouTube the day of the draft. I'm gonna be in the chat, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting y'all know now. I'm gonna be in the chat. Um, you know, so far as music, you don't want to get into it, but
Yeah.
okay. So let me ask you, what about doing a song for the next like me and Jay did? Would you do a song like that?
I'll try to figure it out. I like rapping about guns and shit, bro. Like I yeah, yeah. You don't want me. You don't want me to do your theme song.
Yo,
You're gonna hear some shit you don't want, that don't need to be up there. Nah, I'm not doing
oh shit.
it. Hell no.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
Word. But yeah, man, y'all know where y'all could get the merch Black Family Clothing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know, you know what I mean, when they expect So Greasy off the porch sports to first stream to happen, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the
Word.
sportswear gonna be off the porch too. So it's just gonna be off the porch clothing. So off the porch sports clothing. So no.
Yeah, and again, from my own experience, I gotta tell you, it's kind of almost a pastime for me and my daughter. My daughter is a little younger than your daughter. I think my daughter is 6 years old, but
Yeah,
my
mine.
me and my son is into basketball, so me and him will go to the park. We'll do the you know what I'm saying the whatever he want to do. He's trying to get better as a basketball player. So I'm like a coach guy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, it's a glory there. You know what I mean? I be trying to do my shit. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to do my showing that I still got it. But I understand, you know what I mean? I'm 40 plus. I ain't got it like that. You feel
Glory
me?
days are over.
Yo, when I tell you I could play, like I said, I saw Joe said it the best, but I'm gonna say it in my own way. I can play, but I can't play these back-to-back games
Nah,
like every day
I
or
could.
like a back-to-back. For you know how I play. Like fans be like, "Oh, he weak. He can't play back-to-back games." Yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Back-to-back days, bro. I be thinking about my job. I be like, nah, I'm, I'm not trying to hurt myself. You know what I'm saying? So,
You probably could do it like some years ago. You feel me? Like, but it's real now.
It's real out here, yo.
Now I
You
go.
know?
I probably got one back to back in me, and then there's a wrap after that. Like,
Yeah, no, when I'm playing, I could still play.
all right,
It's the longevity of it.
of it,
Like I'm
yeah, nah, yeah.
yeah, like nah, man. Word, but yeah, man. So hold on. But what I will say is I played basketball probably like a week ago. When the last time you played basketball so busy?
Just this morning with my daughter.
Oh, all right. Oh, you
Yeah,
be hoping for real.
just this.
So you be putting up shots too?
Nah, I'll be putting posting her, because if me and her in the park, it's just me and her. I don't even have her like her like practicing with other kids too much right now. Just working on what she got to get done.
Yeah,
Then
yo, I'm glad you said that because now I don't feel like I do that by myself. You know what I'm saying? When I be with my son in the park, I kind of like work on his game and what he want to get better
hell
at.
yeah, bro. I work
That's,
on because she don't know, because she just starting to like it and watch it a little bit. So working on the basics. I feel as though when you work on a kid handles first, all the other stuff will come in as they get stronger. Like, because as a kid, I know a lot of kids want to make the shot, but it ain't always about making the shot. It's about keeping your form right, repeating that and getting stronger. Because once you actually go shoot it and make that shot, anything can get easier to you. So work on that handles first. Once they get their handles right, everything else will just like fall into place.
mm. I never thought about it like that, but I'm gonna probably add that page in my book, like just far as and I didn't do that with my son because his height, like he's my height in the ninth grade, you know what I mean? So I kind of like utilized some of that, but to your point, which is important, is the skill. Like
Right.
learning how to handle the basketball is rhythm and skill. So you gotta have, and it's easy for me to say but it's not necessarily easy to do.
Dude,
Like,
hell no.
yeah, to like have skill and rhythm to handle a basketball in a way where you know, know how to play with
When
your
you know
offense.
what you're doing with it, you ain't got
Yeah,
where you're not
like
too predictable and all that. Yeah, you got to make sure like that skill is first to me because my daughter get mad when she misses a shot. Like, damn, like I can't. But I'd be like, yo, like it ain't even about that. How you gonna get to that shot if you can't dribble? You like
bro.
how you gonna get to that shot if you could just go straight with the ball? Nah, you gotta learn how to cross over a little, put the
Mm,
ball behind your back a little.
mm,
Those little things that she don't know how to do yet, but she's working on it. So
mm.
things like that. So
So, what's your experience as a coach that though? Like, how do you feel like
it's
doing?
I ain't gonna lie. It's like it make it at the same time, right? When I was a kid her age, I did it. I was watching ball frequently. So 10 years old, I'm in the parks with my brother, and I could see them do this all day for hours. So
Mhm.
her, it's like when she gets something wrong, sometimes I'll be like, man, dang it. Like I don't know if she's gonna be able to do this, man. But it's like that's like doubting me myself. So it's like her learning curve is a little off than mine's, but the more practice, like it make me feel better as a father. Like, damn, I'm out here with my daughter really doing this shit. So
Mhm.
other than
Yeah.
that, I let her choose how you say her journey, like how she want to do it and how she love the game, watching how she love it. She don't actually love basketball, but she loves the score. Like that's her in her mind already. Like she want to score. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what we gonna feed off. All right, you want to score? I ain't teaching you no threes right now. We shooting all in the paint, layups and floaters and stuff like that. We gonna master that and start gradually moving out. So
Mhm. Yeah, no, I like the fact that you mentioned that because I really do think that that's what the game is missing right now. Being able to have a variety of ways of scoring once you win the paint. You
then you
know,
word.
everybody think it's about shooting 30-footers, 3-pointers, 50 feet away from the line. When I yo, when I the one of the best and one of the reasons why I like Cam Thomas is he playing that space between under the 3 point line. So if he step back, he behind the 3 point line.
Right.
That part, like learn that part where you can either take the middle or the 3 pointer, then you become a 3 point a 3-way threat that way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say to Sogreezy what he said. There's a lot of different ways to you could get the scoop, you could get the in the paint. There's a lot of different ways to score in the paint. You could get the scoop, you could get the floater, you could get the under, and then you could learn how to use the rim as a protector. Sometime if the defender being
Right.
too aggressive, just go to the other side of the rim and reverse it. Like learn to reverse it. You know, I'll be doing that with my son too, like showing him like I like once you learn how to do this, then like once
That
you know how
two
to
is way
block them,
easier. That two is
yeah,
way easier. Like,
yeah,
and a lot of players now don't understand that. Like, this is one reason why Boston lost. That two, they was staying away from the two. It was like they'd catch up and they'd shoot 4, 5, 3, 5, 6 threes. This is why Indiana last
two is
game.
important.
This is why Indiana last game lost. They stepped away from letting what's that point guard the backup.
You talking about for the Celtics?
No, for Indiana.
You talking about McConnell, TJ?
TJ, he got them back in that game, they last game,
Mm-hmm.
and he had what like
15.
almost 20
Yeah.
in like 17 minutes, but then he only played 19 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So the rest of the team is just shooting threes and shit, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
that part of the game really helps you win sometimes, and the teams
Yeah.
that understand that
Those
you got
soft spots in the paint.
or you got J Dub, you got Jay Williams. He cut in between double teams and getting them big buckets in the paint off layups and stuff like that. And then they kicking it out, hitting the three. You know,
Mm.
so when you could do both, it's a good thing. But if you're only one dimensional, it's a wrap for you.
Yeah. And I think that's what I like. I think, and speaking of the finals, let's talk about that. You feel what I'm saying? Game 6 tonight, man. What you think gonna happen? Because I mentioned
I
it
think it's
because
going to look. I think it's going to 7. I still think
okay.
it's going. I still think it's going to 7, but only because everybody always talking about how um the Thunder they got a bench and all that, but Indiana still got a bench, bro. And I feel as though they bench can help them win at least one more game at home. You get what I'm saying? They at home.
Yeah. They're not going
Like
out in
they
5. They're
at
not going out in 6.
they not going out in 6 at home, bro.
Mm.
After all they
At home.
just did,
Yeah.
and Halliburton still might play tonight after a calf strain. They are not going. If they lose tonight, bro, nah, I ain't making no bets. But I was about to say shave my face. I ain't doing none of that. But
Nah.
I'll be surprised if they lose tonight. That's all I'm saying. I'll be
Right.
surprised.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna tune in, man. Hopefully you join the panel later. I'm gonna do the recap. But I think that two teams that never got an NBA championship competing for NBA championship. I think the fans win. I don't know who's gonna, what I'm saying, win tonight
Right.
game, but you know, I just think that the fans win. You know what I mean? You get it, fan bases are being created. You probably getting a new favorite player. TJ McConnell probably a household name now. Probably Ben Noon as what he is like when he, in Indiana, they go to the local pub, they yelling he's a jolly good fellow. As soon as he come through the door, they love TJ McConnell. But now, you know what I'm saying? He's known like probably all over the world because of the finals now. So you know what I mean? I'm just paying. I just see what it is. You know what I mean? But to your point, yeah, I think he's going to be a major part of why they win. I think Carlisle, no, he made the mistake only playing TJ McConnell 19 minutes. If he's giving you that production in 19 minutes and then you don't play him and go to Halliburton, who's been cold the whole entire half, like, and you on a roll, yeah, that's. I mean, the odds are going to be against Indiana if they do that. If they ignore TJ McConnell tonight and how he can impact the game because they're trying to be loyal to Halliburton, even if he's not playing well, they're going to lose. If
Right.
they stay loyal to the script and any of these players could turn up and be hot, the same way they'll believe in Halliburton or Siakam or one of these other players from every other night, y'all better believe in TJ McConnell because he could have gave a lot more to that game. To Sogreezy's point, he could have gave a lot more than
Yeah, like,
19
bro, they
minutes
come on. How
and
you get them
17
that
points.
many points in 15 minutes and he only played 19 minutes of the game? That's wild.
What you think? You think TJ got the 30 piece tonight?
Nah, I'm not saying. I think Siak they're gonna have to get a lot out of Siakam and Turner tonight to
Mm.
win. Those two, those the guys that you paid, those the guys and traded for. You know, like I think
Right.
Turner's on he's a free agent, so it's your time to earn your money. Game seven, get your team to a game seven to make you feel like you one of them best centers in the league. You know, like that's how he was talking. He talked like he one of the best. You got you in the game six. Siakam, you've been there before.
Yeah,
You
not
get
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Like you've
Yeah,
been there
hell yeah.
before.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
still
no.
got two players. You still got two players in Nimhart,
He got to knock down
Mather.
his
You got
shots.
Matherin. You
He get to the
Obi's
midi too.
and Obi
And
been. I ain't gonna lie. Obi been good for them. So I
yeah,
just think that they got to make sure that they play aggressive though. Like
yeah, hell yeah.
because they
Obi
that's
Wan,
that's how they got here. Playing
Obi Wan
aggressive.
got to slow down. Somebody like Obi Wan got to slow down Jalen Williams. If he
Right.
hit the three. But all that him going downhill, you got to stop that. And it got to be somebody like Obi Toppin
They
because
better
he's
send
physical
Thomas
enough to do it.
Bryant in there to hurt somebody like that. Not
Jalen
hurt.
Williams, Jalen Williams is bigger than he's like bigger than they small guards and
Right.
faster than they big
Right.
guys in the pulse or whatever. You know what I mean? Like if they gotta put Obi Wan, they gotta like say, yo, it gotta be me. It gotta be me that stops Jalen Williams. He dropped 40 on us last game. Let's not pretend like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. He dropped 40 on y'all. If y'all
That's
don't
wild.
think he gonna come in there confident, like listen, we ain't when we go home, we going to a parade.
That's
We
wild.
like it's not gonna be like if they don't have an answer for Jalen Williams, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I wanted to go seven, but I'm gonna keep it real with
I
you.
wanted to go
They
seven.
need
It'll
to
be,
solve that. They need to. I don't know what they're gonna do about Jalen Williams, bro. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do about
but once you could start, you stop one of them, you got a chance to win.
it. But you gotta stop one of them.
You got to stop
Jalen
one of them.
Williams, and I don't think they expected
If
Jalen
he
Williams
have a
to step up
15
more than
point
Shea.
game, if he have a 15-point game, I consider 15 to 17 around that area. That'll be like a good thing for them tonight. But Siakam got to be the one to do it, man. He got to be the one to go out there and guard him. He got to be the one to play on both ends, how he played in that last series when they needed him.
Who you
And
think? Who you think on both players inside the 3 pointer? Who you think they best player? Shea kind of the obvious for
to me,
OKC.
period, Siakam is better than everybody on Indiana. I
Okay.
just think, I just think Halliburton is. I was calling him the best point guard in the league, but I'm gonna put Shea above him now, only because watching Shea now, I can see how he play on both ends, and it's like he's slightly above Halliburton because his scoring ability.
Mm-hmm.
Halliburton could get the ball anywhere on the floor for you. He's like if he had the weight of not Ben Simmons, if he was just a little bit bigger and able to fight through a lot of contact, he'd be he'd be the best point guard in the league to me because he could do it all right now to me.
Yeah, nah, that's why I like talking ball with you because I think it's that. And again, shout out to Sogreezy, you know what I'm saying, off the porch. So Greasy, we gonna wrap up soon. But I like talking ball because again, I think playing inside the 3 pointer is really important. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. But I think it's the fact that you can score a lot of different ways inside the 3 pointer, and you get that from players like Jalen Williams. That's why I bring him up, or you know what I'm saying? TJ McConnell. Like, look at his shot chart. If y'all not busy, look at TJ McConnell's shot selection. He is all over that paint. And finding a little different way
All his shots,
to score.
he
It's
probably take
like
like 2 3 pointers a game.
like all in that one little area. You know what I'm saying? Like a cluster of shot attempts right in that like one little area. So again, that's just some of
You
the
know, I
stuff I do
always like
without.
point guards like that. You know, like Kid, Andre Miller, who else? Even players like Raymond Felton. What's his name that played for uh damn, that played
So
for
next.
nah, not the next. I just was a fan of a lot of point guards in the league. You know, because I
Mm,
thought that's what I would do if I was to ever make it when I was young. So
mm.
I like the Devin Harris,
Yeah, he
Mon,
was nice. I remember.
um, Tony Parker, all those type of guards. I like point guards, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like point guards that let me say this, that has the ball all the time.
Mm,
Like that hold the ball too much.
mm,
Like that's where to me sometimes D'Lo falls off. It's a lot of players. I'm not even gonna mention the dude across the
mm.
water because people gonna think I'm hating.
No, no, no. But let's just keep it what it is, because you know how the winner always shapes the way the league's gonna be. And when you think about the 2 point guards and Shea and Halliburton, the main difference is Halliburton is going to facilitate more. Shea is going to try to score more.
Right.
And what do you want more from your point guard? And right now, it's 3-2 from the
Nah,
point guard
look,
that chose to
no lie,
score
right?
more than
No lie.
facilitate. I mean, what are we
If
talking
you
about? Like,
had
feel me?
no lie, right? If Jalen Brunson was 6'7", I'll take him over all these dudes. And that's not even on no bias, hate, and shit. That's me actually giving the biggest compliment of my fucking life, bruh. You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you want because in the playoffs, right? When I used to be arguing with Kev about this, and Kev always said it like, "Yo, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like, you know basketball. This dude is gonna be a fucking star." And I always said, I gotta see him another year. He did it. He did it two or three times now already. You feel me? Like in the
Yeah.
playoffs, getting them to a certain point, and all I kept saying was he too little when it comes down to you got to have somebody that plays just as good as him to win in the playoffs. Because if you ain't 6'7" as a guard and they got a player on you, if you ain't 6'8", it's hard for you to score over them big defenders. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
so I think right now that's the top three guards in the league. I put Tyrese only over Jalen Brunson because he gets his team involved more and he don't hold the ball as much.
So when you talk about point guards in a true position of what they're supposed to do, you appreciate the facilitating side of
Yeah,
it because
I think that plays a big role, and a lot of people don't think it does. When I think that's the reason why LeBron career is how it is. Sometimes you don't always got to be the one to take the shot. Sometimes it's somebody open that can actually win the game for you. You know, like it's just a difference, or just the sleight of height might give you advantage of blocking the ball. You know, a steal. Like
yeah,
it's sometimes your natural ability can be the one thing that win the game. From
word. Yeah, I think you see the intangibles in Halliburton. I don't want to take nothing away from him,
he can
but
expose because he can't he can play defense, but he's skinny and he can't guard bigger players. Like
yeah, because it's not. And another thing, what I learned about stars too is that a lot of times the stars don't guard the stars. When
not
Shea
no
was
more.
making these big buckets, dude, Halliburton was nowhere in sight. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Duck and
stars
forth.
don't guard the stars. They got players like Dort. Like that's his job. Like he just want to be there
But
just for that.
I seen
So I
Shea picking
respect
up.
it, but
I seen Shea picking up on Halliburton though.
okay, then I respect that. I
You get what I'm
respect that.
saying? I seen Shea do it a couple of times in this series.
Mm.
So
Yeah, but we gonna revisit this conversation too. I don't know if you're gonna be around later, but
yeah, I'm gonna be around, bro. It depends. If your shit like 1 in the morning, I don't know, man.
nah. So it's the game
Like
start at hold on. The game start at 8:30. So you gotta
it should
say
end
that
like around 11:30, like 11 something. All
if it
right, like
ain't the 11 o'clock hour, I'm gonna do everything I could do to be ready in that 11 o'clock
all right.
hour. Not
Because once you be going past once. no lie, I'll be sitting there waiting, and then it'd be over. Like now, I'm studying for I'm practicing for my CDL and shit. So I study,
Mm-hmm.
and it might be a wrap. I'll be studying, and I look, I'm like, bro, this nigga ain't get on yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be trying, man. Like I'm gonna try to put up if I know that you could pull up on earlier streams too, then I'm gonna try to do more of these. I don't care what the viewers say. Like I'm new at this. Like the whole night scene is a whole different. This is a whole different thing.
That's your
So
vamp hours, man.
yeah, you know
Y'all
what
had
I'm
the
saying.
whole
I'll be up
vampers up
then.
there.
Yeah, like it's my work schedule. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a
Like
fact too. That's a
yeah,
fact.
like when I be at work, like I ain't gonna go live at work. You know what I mean? That's too crazy. But you know what I mean? I'll be wanting to, but right after to the game tonight, which should be like right after 11, I'm definitely trying to go live. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't too late, so I can you know what I mean get Sogreezy back on the panel. You know I don't know who else is joining, but this is dope. You know what I'm saying? If
Word,
there's
word. I
anything y'all
appreciate it.
yeah. Nah, if there's anything y'all want to know about So Greasy, remember y'all can reach him at Black Family Clothing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the merch, y'all see, you know, the creativity inside of it. And again, emphasis on that's embroidery, not screen print. You know what I'm saying? That means you're getting
Facts.
quality and you know what I'm saying? And trust me, man, y'all heard that he got a cause for it. So, you know, I want to support what So Greasy is doing. And I'm glad I got a chance to interview him because,
Or
you know what I'm saying?
I'm
I'm a
glad
fan of what he's
I'm
doing.
glad I did it. We supposed to do this shit a year ago, or probably 2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, I gotta be more consistent with this side of the big fan show because I am a fan of
Nah, that was on me. It's a few times you hit me and I went ghost. I'm like, man, you know what, man? That's
yeah,
on
that's
me,
all
man.
good. Yeah, no, I understand. I ain't tripping, but my thing is, it's a revolving door, and you know,
Word.
I'm not that guy. It's a revolving door. If we could schedule it another time, I'm gonna be with it that time too. So yeah, nah, I'm glad we got a chance to do it today. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, facts.
And yeah, nah, this was dope. This was dope. I'm trying to get you on a panel early so that way it'd be 3, 4 people on the panel. I'll be trying to switch it up, learn it and this and that, but I'll get into that another time. Again, I want y'all to follow Black Family Clothing. I want y'all to support So Greasy in this podcast. It's going to be on June 25th. That is the night of the draft. That will be the first episode. I'm gonna
Right.
definitely keep
I got the
something.
Instagram page too, off the porch sports. You know, once I start doing my streaming and stuff, I'm post clips up there too. So
Yeah, shout out to This Is JTV. He said fire stream. You know what I'm saying? We out here.
word,
And
word,
we're gonna be back with more content really soon. And I want to say I appreciate everybody that was watching. Please hit the like, subscribe button. We're
word.
gonna be back with
Appreciate
more
all the
content.
viewers. Hey,
Word and
appreciate the
stay
chat.
tuned. Word, stay tuned, man. We got it's you heard in Yaka Rewind, you know, and see that there's a lot going on, and then it's going to be very soon. You know what I'm saying? We were specific about the dates earlier in the stream, and I just wanted to say thank you, thank you guys for tuning in. And I'll see y'all soon, man. I'll see y'all
Word.
later, man.
I'll at you, bro.
All right, peace, y'all.
Appreciate it.